So you see here now the given problem is if 2x square minus 14x plus 29 is equal to p into x plus q whole square plus r, find pqr. That means the left hand side portion we have to represent it in that form, then compare it with this and find out the value of pqr, and from there we have to find the minimum value of the given expression and the corresponding value of x. That means where the in which value of x we get the minimum value of this function. Okay, we have to find out this. So we will do it step by step here. First of all, the left hand side, 2x square minus 14x plus 29. We have to represent it as in the form of this. So here, first of all, we take the 2 common from here, then 2, it's become x square minus 7x plus 29, keep it outside. Okay, so here 2 x square, we can write it as minus 2 into 7 by 2x. We can write it 2 and 2 cancel when we are left 7x. So from here we can write it here 7 by 2 whole square. We are writing it. As we have taken it extra, we have to subtract it also. So minus 7 by 2 whole square. Okay, plus 29. We just add it and subtract. Okay, why we are taking this? Now 2 is outside. Now look at this. This portion is a square minus 2ab, 2 into ab plus b square. So where it is x minus 7 by 2 whole square up to this. Okay, and we are left here minus 7 by 2 whole square means 49 by 4 plus 29. Okay, so here you see you can write it as 2 into x minus 7 by 2 whole square minus 2 into 49 by 4. We are just multiplying by 2 and cancelling, removing the curly brackets from here. 2 into this minus 2 into this. Okay, plus 29. So we are left here 2 into x minus 7 by 2 whole square minus 49 by 2 plus 29. Okay. So now we simplify just 2 into x minus 7 by 2 whole square minus, we are taking same 2, 49. So here plus 2 into x minus 7 by 2 whole square is plus 9 by 2. Okay. Now we have got in the form of right hand side. Okay, so now we compare it with p into x plus q whole square plus r. Comparing, we get p is 2, q is minus 7 by 2 and r is 9 by 2. Okay, now we are coming to the second part. What is given? We have to find out the minimum value of this function. So you can see here the given function is of this form. In this form we can say one thing, that the value of this part, the minimum is 0. It cannot be negative as this is a whole square. So minimum value of this is 0. So minimum value of this part is 0. It is a constant part, it cannot be changed. So the minimum value will be 9/2 as it may be 0. Okay. So when it can be 0 when the x minus 7/2 is 0. So from here we can say when x equal to 7/2, the value of the function is minimum, and that is 9/2. So we have find all the answers of our given problems. That we have find the value of p, q, r, and the minimum value of this function is 9/2. When it is 9/2? When the value of x is 7/2. Okay. Now we will discuss about the roots of quadratic equation. Okay. So we know the form of our quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are constants and a is not equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation, and the discriminant of this quadratic equation is b square minus 4ac. This is the discriminant. So now we will see that, and if discriminant b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then equation have two equal real root. Okay, if the discriminant is 0, then this equation have two real roots and these two roots are equal. And if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then equation have two distinct real roots. Okay, equation have two roots, but they are not equal. They are distinct and obviously they are real. Okay, and if b square minus 4ac greater than equal to 0, then equation have two real root, and the discriminant, if the discriminant b square minus 4ac less than 0, then no real roots. That means the roots are complex. So in three cases equation have real roots. If b square minus 4ac is, that means the discriminant is either 0 or greater than 0. In both the cases this equation have real roots. If equal to 0, then equal roots. If greater than 0, then distinct roots. And if greater than equal to 0, it may be equal, may be distinct. And if discriminant less than 0, then no real root. So if we represent it graphically, what will be our graph? Now we will discuss it graphically. Okay. So first of all, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. That means discriminant is 0. In that case, the equation have two equal real roots. In that case, our graph will be either of this form or this form. When a is greater than 0, graph will be in that form. When a is less than 0, graph will be in that form. This is our x-axis. Okay. So when discriminant is equal to 0, the graph will touch x-axis only one point. its direction depends on the value of a. Okay. The next one, b square minus 4ac, that means discriminant is greater than 0. In that case, our graph will be either in this form or in this form. Here it touches x-axis in 2 points. Here also, that means it has 2 real roots, but they are distinct. They have distinct real root. Okay. So in the case of discriminant greater than 0. Now we are coming discriminant greater than equal to 0. So in that case, our graph may be of 2 forms. When a is greater than 0, either it touches the x-axis in 2 points, or it intersects at 2 points, or it touches just only on 1 point. Here also it may touches only 1 point or may intersect in 2 points, but the roots are real. Okay. So now we are coming when discriminant less than 0. In that case, our graph will be either in that form or in that form. Here a is greater than 0, here a is less than 0. So we see that in that case the graph doesn't touch x-axis or doesn't intersect x-axis. Okay. It has no real root. We can get only complex roots here.